Welcome back. Episode 20. I'm so excited.
We made it to 20.
I cannot believe that. We've done it. This is our last episode, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. 20's really cool, though.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah, I think I need to get on my project that I was working on, a little countdown to our 20th episode. So hopefully you guys would have seen that by now that you're listening.
Yeah.
But today we are joined by, do you say joined by or joined with? Anyways, Jahsan Page is here with us today. He's a local pickleball player, veteran, prior MLB.
Pitcher, yeah.
Pitcher, yeah, that's amazing. I'm excited to learn about you. This is great. And I will just preface this with one of the draft leagues. We were all three on the same team.
Heck yeah.
That's so awesome. The gang's back. Not everybody, but half of us are here.
Yeah.
That was when we had 6 people per team. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get started on our highs and lows. So I'll defer to you, Rob.
Okay. I got 3 lows. My brother's dog has just been super annoying the last couple of days. She is a whiner and it's high pitched, like whimpering and stuff. And for no reason, I didn't look at her, and she'll like whimper and try to get my attention. In the last 2 days, oh my God, she's been up my ass. Every time I stand up or sit down, she's right there at my, like trying to lay on me and stuff. It's cute.
The whimpering's not cute.
Yeah, to a degree.
The whimpering, I can't with that.
So it's like I'll just lock myself in a room and she'll just whimper for me to come out.
That's sad.
Screw her.
She's not whimpering for no reason if you're locking yourself away from her.
Because I can't handle it.
Oh,
Today has been really good though.
Yeah.
And then, this morning when we played pickleball, like I said earlier, I just felt deflated. I thought I was going to do better than I did, but the competition was way more advanced than I thought it was going to be, or at least I thought I could hold my own more, and I just felt like I didn't play as well. But I got compliments, and I know I'm supposed to be taking the compliments, but I didn't,
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you recognize that you didn't take them and that you should be.
Yeah.
So I think that's still better than where you were a month ago, right?
That's true. And I understand that the only way you get better is you play with better people.
Yeah.
So
you can play with me more, I guess.
Take it, right? Plus, I was playing with a new paddle, which I thought I did fine with it, but then I moved to my old paddle and I played way better. So I don't know.
I think sometimes that's in our head.
Yeah. I
don't know, though.
Well, yeah, and it depends on the paddle too, right? Because if it's like the thermofoam or whatever,
True foam.
The True Foam, which is the newer one that I was playing with, and then the old one's just a regular, 16. I don't know.
Wait, what were you playing with today?
It was
playing with like a
new
carbon?
Rain and Wind.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Titanium one.
Do they have foam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it was one of their newer ones.
Oh, okay.
He sent me.
That's cool. You just get paddles sent to you? Must be nice.
Well, I send him gear and he sends me paddles.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, I'm not sending anything at all. I just exchange money for paddles. What do you play with, Jahsan?
The Selkirk 007.
Oh, okay. Is that the 007 have that?
The cutout?
Yeah, it has a little cutout.
Oh, okay.
I play with that, and I think the 006 are I can't even remember. I just started playing with it again because the 007 is kind of like really poppy. So
it's the really thin one.
Yeah, it's the really thin one.
Gotcha.
I mean, I got used to it, but I need to soften my game up a little bit. I think
okay.
I can hit hard with any paddle. So
yeah.
I just switched back to the other one. I just don't remember the name of it.
Says the pitcher. Then there's me. I have like the best paddle for hard hitting, and I can barely get it over the net. That's awesome. All right. Yeah. And then you had some highs.
Yeah. So my boss, our job, you can put in a congratulation reference in a sense. They're called raves. Like if you did a good job, but you're not going to get, you get a little praise from someone. My boss put one in for me for being a good communicator, team player. And I was I don't know. I actually sent him an email. Was like, I really appreciate it, but I disagree with you.
Okay, stop. That's not.
And he's like, no, you deserve it. And I was like, no, agree to disagree, but I do appreciate it. I know this week's been really bad for compliments, me taking them.
So can I tell you, I have actually done something similar in the last 6 months because I was put on, I think we've talked, I was put on like a different team. So I had like kind of a different manager, and he would praise me, and then also like in meetings with like 400 people.
Dang.
And but just like a big staff meeting, and I'm like, no. But initially I thought he was doing it as like a positive reinforcement. I don't know if anybody's ever been to marriage counseling, but I had in my first marriage, and I remember them saying, oh, like, you know, if they do something, you should like really, really thank them. Like, he took out the trash. Oh, thank you so much. Like the positive reinforcement. I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, it's your trash too. But whatever. I'll do it. I'll play along. But actually, I remember my ex was like, actually, she's pretty good about thanking me for those types of things. But that's how I felt like this boss was being. Yeah. Was kind of like, you know, praising me for something I didn't really do in an effort to get me to do better. But then when he's praising it, but when he's praising me in a group of 4, I don't know that that's necessarily the truth. So maybe he has low expectations and I just met them. I don't know. Because I felt the same way. I'm like, I disagree, but thanks so much. Yeah. But maybe they just have low expectations and you're meeting it. Or maybe, Rob, maybe you're actually doing a really good job.
Maybe. And maybe I'm just too hard on myself.
This is the first time you've had a high that's been related to work. So
that's true.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be some light at the end of that tunnel.
Yeah.
As soon as you're coming up on the year that you said you'd give it, and all of a sudden you start liking it. You're all, never mind.
You know, it is actually pretty good.
Yeah, cool. I actually awesome at this job.
And I do have one more high.
Cool.
So Saturday, I actually took the dog for a hike, and we went up to Francis Peak and went hiking.
Where's Francis Peak?
So right behind Lagoon.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so you know how there's an observatory?
Sure. That's
Skyway Drive. You can drive all the way up there in a normal vehicle.
I think I actually have done that before. And then you can kind of watch the sunset up there. Is there like some pull-offs and stuff? I think I have done that, yeah.
So I was really agitated with her Saturday morning. And I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to take you for a hike. She loves the outdoors.
Yeah, she was quite antsy.
Just the joy that I seen in her face, because she's a hunting dog. And she was just smelling everything and up and down, just running around, having a great time. And that put me in a really good mood. I was like, all right, I should do this more with you.
Oh, I like that.
Just seeing her face.
When you had her before your brother had to take her, was she like whiny or anything like that?
Still, but not to the level of the last couple of days.
Is that?
And she's like a female, so maybe she was going through.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
That time of the month.
So stupid. Anyways, I had a dog that was a male dog, also a whiny little bitch. So what's the excuse there? But I used to get like the pheromones. I've tried the pheromones. I had tried like so many things, but he was just, but it was also like, I think a part of their breed too. He was a little Chihuahua Min Pin mix. And so I think he was already just anxious, and I don't know if it, but Stevie doesn't, but he is stubborn. And so like even today, probably like 10 minutes before you showed up, he wanted me to throw his toy, and he's like growling at me. And then I'm like, no, I'm not throwing your toy. And then we just had a stare down. Guess who won? It's me. I won. Because then as soon as he, like, if I'm like, no, and like, as soon as like I assert a little dominance, then he's like up on the couch trying to kiss me. Of course, when I want the kisses, he doesn't want to give them to me. But then he's like, I'm sorry. And then that lasts for about 2.3 seconds before he's like, bitch, throw my toy. I gave you what you need. Now you give me what I need. We have a really fun relationship. We're also talking about my dog in case anybody missed that. Not a human.
No one's judging.
Yeah, everybody's judging Jahsan. What are you talking about? All right, what were your highs and lows?
I don't know if I have multiple highs. I'll probably just give you one of each. But as far as a high, I think it's a high for everyone. Just pretty much waking up every day and being able to get up and do stuff, whether it be working out, going to work, spending time with family. So I'd say that would be my high. My low is also family related. My daughter went to her first concert yesterday to go see Pentatonics.
Oh, the Christmas
Yeah,
special?
she went to go see that. They had a great time. I didn't get to go because I was like super busy. So that was kind of a bummer for me because for me, I take value in being able to do a lot of the first with my daughter.
Yeah.
And
memories.
I wasn't able to go there and do that, but she had a great time. So
good.
Really cool.
Did she go with your wife?
Yeah, she went with my wife.
Did
they
you?
had a blast.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's so fun.
I never even heard of that.
They're really good.
Huh.
They have, is it they do acapella
Yeah,
stuff.
like acapella
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
think
cool.
Pitch Perfect movies, like that type of stuff.
I never watched any of that.
Oh, you should. They're so good. Yeah. Oh, no, they are. They are really good.
They are good. I watch all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like Stomp the Yard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like Stomp the Yard.
Oh.
It's more like college setting. They do all these a cappella groups, and then they have like sing-offs, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Like Glee. Like
I don't know. I never watched Glee, so
me
I
neither,
don't know if
but-
it's the same, but it's good. And there's a lot of funny characters. Like it's
Okay.
actually really it's a good show.
Cool.
I would recommend.
yeah, I'll check that
Yeah,
out.
10 out of 10 actually. What's the blonde that goes by Fat Amy? What's her actual name? Do you know?
I like them, but I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not that invested in
I'm
it.
not- Well, I feel like you would
I know
remember
there's
this.
a tall blonde guy. There's a couple of black dudes, and there's a short white lady. I don't.
It's also how I explain
I don't,
stuff.
I don't know their names.
Well,
they're
the
really good.
one is Fat Amy. She calls herself that, but it's not even like her name.
Are you saying Bad Amy?
Fat,
Oh,
F-A-T.
She's definitely not fat.
Yes, she is.
In the Pentatonics?
No. That's
Oh,
why
okay,
I
we're on
got
two different
confused.
pa- we're on two
Yeah,
different
in Pitch Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you would like them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
when you said tall blonde guy, I was like, I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh.
What is her actual name?
She's a comedian, isn't she?
Yes,
Yeah.
and she's so funny.
Is it Rumor? Rumor?
It does start with an Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Rebel Wilson.
Did she play in Night at the Museum where she was the guard?
I don't know.
I don't know if
Let's
she- I don't
take
know
a
if
little
she was in that.
peek.
I'm trying to think of fat blonde.
You ever seen Bridesmaids? It's different.
No.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch
It's funny.
Bridesmaids.
Like it sounds like something you probably wouldn't want to watch, but it actually was funny.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna send you home with a whole list
Yeah.
of movies to watch.
Guess I got
this
more
week.
homework this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right. My highs and lows. My high was actually also hiking related, which I thought would blow your
I did
fucking
see
mind.
that.
I know.
That was awesome.
I got into the outdoors, you guys. Actually, it's the major, where they hang is, they hang the flag in honor of a military member who had lost his life. But I did that. I've been wanting to do that hike for a couple of years, and I think did he die in 2019? I can't remember. But I did that with Bonnie, and it was actually really good. And they have like 3 different levels of like to get to the flag, like easy, medium, hard. So I actually thought about going back and doing the hard one this week because the medium wasn't bad at all. And I was like, well, how much harder? And
Yeah.
the fact that I even like thought about that was like mind blowing. Also, saw the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen in my entire life as
Really?
an adult, other than like a tarantula. Like in St. George, I've seen like a tarantula at the pickleball courts, just like walking. Another noise. I don't know how I make these noises, but anyways,
Mark that.
yeah, exactly. And this was so like, and Bonnie was like, "How did you see that?" I'm like, well, "I'm looking for them. Why are you not seeing them? Why are you not looking for wildlife right now?" But yeah, so, and then it's funny because on a camera in the leaves, people aren't going to think it looks that big, right?
Yeah.
But it literally was at least 3 inches. It was a huge wolf spider is what ChatGPT said. But Bonnie's
I
kids.
didn't really have wolf
Yeah.
spiders here.
Yeah. And Bonnie got home and her kids were like, "That's not even that big." And I was like, "Fuck you guys. That is the biggest spider I've ever seen in real life." Like, it was huge. So that was a little terrifying. But other than that, it was great. It was a fun hike. It was super windy, which I hate the wind in all capacities so much. But it was fine. It was fun. So depending on the weather, I
So-
might go again.
Mileage wise, how many miles did you
Less
bike?
than 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then what
Well,
the-
it's less than 2 up. Oh, that's how some people are getting so many miles in each day. I'm like, what do you mean you went on a 10-mile hike? Like, I'm thinking they went
5
up
up.
10 miles.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think like ours was like 1.8. The medium was like 1.8 up.
Well, that's not that much at all. But
No.
like obviously elevation within that 1 point whatever can be rough because I don't know if have you ever done Zion and Angel's Landing?
No.
So
Have you?
that yeah,
Oh.
2 or 3
Isn't that where
times.
you have to hold the rope or something?
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. It's amazing. My
Oh, yeah,
8-year-old
sounds
son
awesome
did it
and
at that
amazing.
time.
Yeah, but 8-year-olds have no fears. I just told you I was scared of a leaf that had a spider on it, but regardless.
But that one is 1.5 up, but there's like a 1,500 to almost 2,000 elevation climb within that.
This was like a bunch of switchbacks and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like switchbacks. Like,
it
gets boring.
Yeah. I don't know. But I was also with somebody, so we were chatting and catching up. And so that it didn't seem like taking lots of photos.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what the highest level or the hardest level is.
It was less miles.
But
I think it was like 1.6 or something. Like it was less distance. But the elevation would have had to have been higher.
I've yet to do that hike, so maybe I should check that out.
You should, because I think it closes down next Sunday. Is the last day.
I probably won't get to it during the week.
Yeah, have you seen it?
That's pretty cool.
And it's this huge flag, and they have like tons of people that like walk it up, obviously. But then they must use a drone to drape it across. And there were some people telling me that you can walk up one way and then come back down the other side. But when you're looking at the other side, I'm like, where? Through all those trees? Absolutely not. No, thank you. If I was worried about one spider on the trails we were on, hell to the no. No, thank you.
Isn't that a song? Hell to the no.
Yeah. No. I think that's why I like the I think that's why I like southern Utah hiking, because there's not like a bunch of things that like these bugs and spiders and
it's more
snakes.
Open to.
It can like hide in these mountain lions. Yeah. Although this was, I did not feel like anything was tracking me this time, which I think I've talked about on here before. I feel like something's always lurking, whether it's like a man or an animal.
Gotta be ready.
Yeah, you gotta be ready. I know. My dad's like, "Are you bringing your gun?" I was like, "Well, I don't have a concealed weapons permit."
You don't need one. You should be able to open carry.
But where would I have? I don't have like a hip holster, so
you just don't want to be.
I just hold the weapon in my hand the whole time. Hi guys. Would you guys like to pass? They're all okay.
With the gun in your hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. And then I would say, I had another high again, like the high school pickleball. I love being there. It was so fun. I actually got to be at the Kaysville location this week, which was way better for me because I don't have to drive all the way to Sandy.
Yeah.
I think my low was Stevie had to have surgery this week, and he didn't have to. I mean, he had to have a couple teeth pulled, and then I got him neutered. He had like a spot on him, so I think they're sending that to pathology. But I think they don't think it's anything, so that's fine. But I drop him off, and they have you do all this paperwork, and then they just take him. And I got to my car, and I was like I started crying because I'm like, I didn't even get to like say like he's never been put under anesthesia, and I was stressing because he's a French bulldog, and they already struggle with breathing. So I'm like, what if? That's why I've like postponed these surgeries for so long. Is because I didn't want to have to put him under, and I just started panicking, and I walked back in there, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, like, but I didn't even get to like pet him before you guys took him away from me. And she was like, come on back, and I was like bawling. I'm sure somebody thought I was like there to put my dog down.
Yeah, more.
And I'm just like trying to like say, be a good boy, but I also say like a certain thing to him even when I leave the house every day, just so he knows I'm coming back. So I was like, I didn't even get to say that to him. He probably thinks I'm never coming back. He didn't give a shit, but in my head, I'm like, oh my God, he's so sad. His mom just left, and he's like, party. I don't know. So that was like and then the whole day, like they called me a couple times. So every time they called me, I was like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, we're going to have to pull these teeth. And this is how much. I was like, do what you need to do. Don't call me back until it's done.
Yeah.
Because I'm like stressing me out. Which I mean, they were doing the right thing by calling me. And then it was like, then I got another phone call after they already told me he was good and what time I could pick him up at. And I got another phone call from somebody else to tell me the same thing. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I was just, it was a little nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 6.
Oh, plenty of years left.
Yeah. Say it again.
Plenty of years
Thank
left.
you.
Yeah. Plenty.
Yeah. All right. And then I want to read a story from a fellow pickleballer that we talked about last week. I know in the month of October, we had a lot of people write in to tell us their pickleball stories. Still encourage that. If you guys want to share your stories, but we did not read it the last 2 weeks, so we need to read it. I'm going to do that now. It's from, I think, I haven't read through the whole thing, but I think because she mentions her husband's name a lot, so I'm just going to say her name. I think she was good with it. It's Haley. Haley and Zach, they play in the local area. So she said, Destiny can take full credit for this one. My husband, Zach, and I owe our pickleball obsession entirely to her constant chatter about it at work. Said with love, of course. It started with a simple idea. We wanted to do something together, something that would get us off the couch and out of the house. Zach's always been athletic. He grew up playing sports and thrived on competition, but after COVID, that fizzled out. I was never into sports. Growing up, I just didn't get it. I worked instead. I wanted independence, a car, and the freedom to hang out with my boyfriend. Zach and I couldn't be more different. He's social, magnetic, the kind of person who makes friends without even trying. I'm the opposite, reserved, guarded, slow to open up. I keep my walls high until someone earns my trust. What started as a casual hobby quickly became something much deeper. For Zach, it lit a spark. He learned fast, joined leagues at the Pickler, and dove headfirst into the community. Before long, he was getting invited to private leagues, tournaments, and with a little push from me, a competitive draft league. Watching him grow, not just as a player, but as a person, has been incredible. Every time he steps onto the court, I see his confidence rise. His kindness, his leadership, his compassion, all of it has blossomed through this game. Without pickleball, I don't think he would have found that side of himself again, but my journey was different. Excuse me. At first, I loved it until my jealousy picked up. Watching Zach excel while I struggled was hard. I wanted this to be our thing, something we shared equally. Instead, I felt left behind. There were moments I thought about quitting altogether. Still, I pushed myself to keep going. I joined women's leagues, and that's where everything began to shift. I met some of the kindest, most supportive women I've ever known, even if most of them are 20 years older than me. Okay. They became my cheerleaders and my friends. I entered a few tournaments, and honestly, I was terrible. During one, Zach and I even fought because I convinced myself he only played with me out of pity. We still ended up taking third place, but we agreed to stop playing together for a while. That space gave me room to grow. I joined mixed leagues, made new friends, and found joy in the game for me. Slowly, I noticed something changing. My mental health began to heal. The court became my reset button, a place where I felt capable, strong, and connected again. I love cheering Zach on at his draft leagues and tournaments. It reminds me that this is still our thing, just in a different way. Pickleball has given me so much more than a hobby. It's given me confidence, community, and peace of mind. It's helped me lose almost 90 pounds. I did not realize that.
That is amazing.
I knew she had lost a lot of weight, but I did not realize 90. She said, but more importantly, it's helped me let go of the emotional weight I'd been carrying for years. And yes, it still stings a little when Zach comes home with another $300 battle. But if that's the price of happiness, I'll take it. This community, this game, this journey, it has changed both of us. And I truly can't imagine life without it. So that's so amazing.
Yeah.
And I adore them both. As she mentioned, I worked with her, and then Zach is actually currently on my draft league. I drafted him this time, so he's a great player, and I have seen like a shift in her completely. So this like speaks to it, and this actually reminds me. It's a lot of similar to like Tim and Jessica's story, but I think probably a lot of people, because I feel like men who are athletic just pick it up so much faster, and then they just see ya. And like if you're not athletic, like you're gonna be kind of left behind, and not necessarily behind, but because they're still doing it together. Haley's at every single thing that Zach does, any tournament that I've played with him, every single draft night she's been there, and very supportive. Same with like Tim and Jessica. I've seen that with them, and so that's really great. So thank you for sharing, Haley.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And I love this for you guys, but
Des, you need to step it up. You need to start coming to my stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's how I felt. Does she watch or does she listen?
She watches.
Oh, so she just saw the finger pointing. I talked about this before. That was always really like painful when Dave didn't want to come and support. Not because I thought he should come to every single thing, but he was so athletic, and I thought he would like pickleball, and not all of his family, but like 5 of his family members play, and they play at a high level. And I was like, oh, this will be so fun. Yeah. He was like, oh, you like it? No, it's stupid.
See, I brought my son to a draft league in Pleasant View once, and I was like, just come watch, support me a little bit. I come support you and your stuff. Come watch me. And the hope was that he would see me play and be like, wow, this is looks like a lot of fun. Maybe I should join and do this. No. He's like, oh, it was cool, but no.
But are you gonna? Didn't you say that you were just gonna like?
I
make
thought
him
about
play?
forcing him just to do a learning league.
Yeah.
But I haven't done it yet.
That doesn't always work.
Yeah.
I forced my daughter to play sports for years, and she could care less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was just gonna ask if your daughter has. No.
She cares nothing about sports.
Interesting. What about your wife? Is she ever?
Yeah, she was a basketball player. She played in college.
Oh, okay.
Too. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but she is not a fan of pickleball.
Really?
No?
Hence why
Has
you guys
she?
don't ever see her.
I've seen her once, and I met her
One time.
Yeah.
I might have seen her twice, but I met her the one time.
What doesn't she like about it?
No, she's just she's not a fan of it. She thinks it's kind of lame. To be honest.
Yeah.
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 I thought it was lame for quite a while too until I started playing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then once you get better, I feel like it becomes less and less lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think she's also too. She's watched me play like baseball and all kinds of other sports like over the years, and we've been married for 19 years. So
Oh wow!
just
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
just imagine, she's probably seen me play a lot of things. So
Yeah.
she's kind of over it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She's like, ugh, another
I
hobby.
supported it.
Yeah. That's so funny. All right. Okay. Well, let's get into learning more about you then. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good segue.
Yeah.
So tell us about this baseball.
Okay.
Did you grow up playing baseball?
I did grow up playing baseball, a lot of other sports as well, but like I started playing baseball when I was 8 years old. Played in Little League.
Same.
Yeah, Little League, 9 through 12. Well, I started playing at 8, but Little League is 9 through 12, and they wouldn't allow me to actually play until I turned 9, so I just practiced like the entire year.
Oh, okay.
And then at 9, I actually got into it. I was pretty terrible, but I played all throughout, throughout high school, made many all-star teams as I got better. I was a pitcher because I couldn't hit. I can hit a pickleball pretty good.
Yeah.
I could not hit a baseball to save my life.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was pretty horrible. But so I've been playing since I was 9 years old pretty much, and all the way through high school, played in college, played a little bit professional. Not very long, but I did play. For
2 years, correct?
Professional?
Yeah.
No.
No?
It was less than a year.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I gave it up.
I thought I read on something it was like 2 years.
So yeah, I played for less than a year. It just wasn't going the way that I thought it would. I needed money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Like back then when I was playing, folks were making like $750 a month. As you can imagine, it's not a lot of money.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you make your money is on your signing bonus. So if you were someone that didn't have a big signing bonus,
Yeah.
you're pretty much like broke.
Yeah. And then you still have to like train. You have to put all the set time in.
Yep,
Yeah.
you still
How
have to
are
put a
people
ton of time
surviving
in.
on
I
that?
did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a little different now. I mean, this is like 20-something years ago. Kind
Yeah.
of dating myself.
Well, I mean,
But I mean, like $750 a month, plus you still got to pay rent wherever you're living. Where you're
yeah,
living.
true.
So,
True.
You know,
And usually it's inner city. Like,
yeah, so
really expensive.
It's not great. It's
Yeah.
not a great living. At least back then. I'm not invested in it now to know how much they get paid now. But like back then, that's pretty much a struggle.
And what team did you pitch for?
So I pitched for the Angels for a little while, and that was mainly in the Dominican Republic because I was down there working to get developed to move up to the States.
Oh, okay.
I stayed there for a few months. It just wasn't going the way that I thought it would.
Okay.
So I came up to the States and played in independent league, which is not affiliated with the major leagues. It is independent league. It's like a separate league. I'm trying to think of
It's not even like minor.
No, it's the level of play in there is minor league players. There's a lot of ex-minor league players.
Oh, okay.
Even some major league players that play in independent league.
Gotcha.
Just trying to work their way back up into the system. So that was in San Angelo, Texas. I played there for a little while before I decided that I just had enough.
Yeah.
And joined the Air Force and did that for a number of years. I thought baseball was over when I joined the Air Force.
Yeah.
So did my wife.
So you were already married
like-
by this time.
I was
when you
married.
joined.
I was married. I was like, yeah. I'm like, babe, I'm done with baseball, and let's just do this Air Force thing. And then I was in Okinawa, Japan, and I found out that there was this thing called a military all-star baseball team. And
Yep.
I was like, oh,
Yes.
I think I want to play baseball again. And tried out for the team, made it, and got to travel the country playing.
That is
instead
so
of doing my
cool.
job, I got to go play across the country playing baseball
Yep.
Yeah.
and getting paid.
I
That
know
is
a
awesome.
couple of guys who
Yeah.
did that for Air Force Rugby, like the
Yeah.
Air Force Rugby All-Star team.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The hardest part was going back to work.
Oh,
because
I bet.
for months you're just playing
Correct.
baseball.
Oh, yeah.
You would leave for months and then come back.
And
Yeah.
we're just on the road, going from city to city, playing against college like summer league teams as well as like minor league teams. And then you go back to work and you're like, okay, I'm really in the military now. I need to go do this job. That was the hard part.
My buddy, he wrestled for the Air Force.
Nice.
Yep. And he almost made the Olympics.
That's pretty cool.
He was damn good. But
yeah.
Very arrogant, Aaron drained. One of my best friends, though. Super good guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, he would leave for months and then come back, and you'd almost have to like relearn your job again.
Yes,
right?
Did. Yep. Yeah, definitely did. Yeah.
Before we get into what your job was, so you joined the Air Force for like the money, like kind of support your family type of.
Yeah, to support my family, also to finish my degree. So I went to college for 4 years initially playing baseball, but I dropped out to pursue my baseball career because when I went to college the first time around, I didn't really care about school.
Yeah,
it was just a means to an end. I just needed to play ball so I could get drafted. And
yeah,
that's really all I cared about. And then when baseball was over, I was like, I can't get a job with this associate's degree. I need to figure something out. And I was like, let me just go back to let me go to the military. And I found out they pay for school, so that was one of the reasons why I did it. And while I was in the Air Force, I did my job obviously in baseball, but I went to school. Like I at night, that's what I did. I just went to school.
Oh, okay.
I got my degree. I started working on my master's degree while I was in the Air Force, and because ultimately I needed to make money for my family.
Yeah,
that was a big driving factor of why I joined.
And you're military brat as well, right? Wasn't your mom in the Navy?
Yeah, my mom was in the Navy as well as my father.
Oh, okay.
As well. That's where they both met.
Yeah. So why did you pick Air Force?
Because I think it was my uncle. He told me, he was like, look, if you're going to join the Air Force, if you're going to join the military, join the Air Force. It's like the easiest of all.
That's what my uncle told me.
It's like the closest thing to being a civilian. I don't feel like that was actually the case when I got in, but that was why I joined.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't join to get the job that I got. I was not a fan of that at first.
Okay, and what was that?
It was an aircraft mechanic.
Oh.
And F-15 and F-16s.
That was what my mom did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a fan of it because I'm not a fan of doing like manual labor.
Yeah.
Same. Okay.
But it was good. It was a good experience because it allowed me to be able to do a lot of things around the house. Like I when I went in the Air Force, I knew nothing about like fixing anything. I didn't know what a wrench was. I knew what a screwdriver was, but like I didn't know. As you know, when you go through tech school, they teach you all the basics. So I learned about all these different things, and that helped me when I needed to fix things on my car or fix things around the house. So that in that aspect, it was helpful. But
gave you some skills.
It gave me some skills, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do. I made the big mistake, and Rob, you might be able to relate to this, but when I picked my jobs, I put on there open mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, and my number one job was like firefighter. I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to be a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I learned that when you put open mechanical on there, that's pretty much what you're going to get picked as. They're going to pick you for a mechanical job.
They need it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So, and it was like my last choice. I was like, I don't know what else to pick. I'll just put open mechanical.
Oh.
Did your recruiter like push you into doing that because you were like undecided?
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, stupid recruiter.
I wish I could remember his name so I could put him on blast.
We'll just tag him in the comments.
Luckily, that was Sergeant Barry, Staff Sergeant Barry, out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, let's not. Here's her address and here's her first name.
I'm sure there's a lot of Barrys out there.
Yeah.
But she was actually pretty cool. She's like, you picked a job, but I don't even know what it does. And it says NASA. And I was like, I know that's really the reason I picked it. But in reality, I did get to work with NASA eventually, but in my career field, it's a very small amount of percent of people that actually get to work with NASA.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. That reminds me of, I don't know if it was at MEPS, which is like when you go through the process of getting into the military. I remember them asking me a question about like, are you okay with like working with nukes or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no. They were like, why? I was like, because it's nukes.
Please.
What more do you need?
Yeah. I was like, sign me up.
Yeah.
Now, if they would have been like, you would have been in North Dakota, your bases are 3 bases and they're all cold as shit in the winter. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what, do I get to go overseas? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will I get to travel the world? North Dakota. Not North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how long were you in?
I was in for almost 8 years.
Oh, okay.
So, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. That was my first duty station.
That's so awesome.
Fun story.
Did your family get to go with you to that?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, fun story. My wife, we were like newly married. And I'm like, I'm not going to pick anything overseas. Like, we're just going to stay here in the States. I'm like, I'm going to pick everything in the States. And there's no way we're going overseas. And The day comes when they give us our jobs in tech school, and guess what? Okinawa, Japan.
Oh my God.
I told my wife, and she was crying.
Yeah.
Because we were young. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I was like 23 or something like that.
Oh,
she was 19. So I'd never even been away from home.
Oh.
So
we're going to go as far away as possible.
yeah, we were going as far away as possible.
Oh my gosh.
No
of course
family.
she was crying.
Yeah, she was devastated. And
Oh.
we moved down there, and then like for the first week, she was just like crying. She was like missing home.
Yeah.
But in the end, it turned out good. We
Yeah.
ended up like getting used to Okinawa, Japan, and our daughter was born there, so that was pretty cool too.
So living on the beach, you guys got used to that?
Yeah, well, I grew up on an island, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Navy, yeah. So where?
I grew up in the Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So it was like being home for me, except for
Yeah.
Japanese people.
Oh, okay.
I do have to say that it's commendable that you guys are still married, because Brandley new married that young, and then moving away from her away from family,
All your support
is a-
system.
instant almost divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think you find, because everybody's in that boat when they go there, so then you find your support there, right?
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I don't know if. Did you ever get stationed overseas? You didn't get stationed overseas, so but like.
No. North Dakota's
Being stationed in the States is not the same as being overseas. Overseas, there's a lot more camaraderie. Like everyone is, after work, everyone's hanging out together, whether it be at their house or going out and hanging out downtown or, but here in the States, when I came here, it was nothing like that.
Yeah,
Like,
you're going to dinner. Yeah, so I know I grew up in Italy for a period of time because my parents were military. And then as an adult, I took a job as a DOD civilian in England, but that's exactly how it is. And I mean, Thanksgivings, you're just inviting, like we would invite any airmen that didn't have family. I was like, you're coming to our house. You're coming to our house. And I mean, it would only be like a handful because everybody was doing that, I think. But yeah, you lean into that community way more than you do here because you just assume everybody has family to go to, right?
Yeah,
and because you're close.
Yeah, I definitely made a lot more friends there in Okinawa, like still lifelong friends.
Oh, great.
Than I did here. Like I don't know a lot of people.
It's
here.
a different beast here.
Definitely.
Which I think Minot and the northern tier bases for ICBMs are kind of similar because we still had that camaraderie to where we would invite people over, and the base was really close knit, and it's a small career field too. So you go to one base, you know people that are at the next one.
Yeah,
so,
or you know somebody that knows. Oh,
exactly.
I
It's
should link
almost
you up
an
with these
instant
guys.
in,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a dirtbag, then people are just like,
yeah, that's an instant out. So you were at Okinawa, and then how long were you guys there?
We were there for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then where did you get stationed?
Here in Utah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, initially I was supposed to go to Korea. I can't remember the name of the base. I don't remember the names of the bases, but
Yeah.
supposed to go to Korea, and then when you sign up for Korea, you do like an 18-month tour. If I remember correctly.
Correct, but it's
unaccompanied.
Yeah, that part I didn't know.
Oh.
So it was unaccompanied, and my wife was pregnant at the time, and we were trying to go to the base in Arizona. I can't remember, Tucson, Arizona. Don't remember.
Is that Luke?
No, not Luke. It was the other one. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's getting old. But yeah, so we were supposed to go there afterwards. But when I found out my wife was pregnant, and like I was like, I'm not gonna miss the first year of my daughter's life.
Oh yeah.
I told him, I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
Put in a letter or whatever you do. And they were like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You're not gonna go to Korea, but you're gonna do Utah. I'm like, Utah? What the hell is in Utah? I was like,
what is a Utah?
I'm like asking everyone around like in my unit, like, hey, have you guys been to Hill? Like, you know anything about that base? They're like, no, I don't know anything. It's like, no one knew. It was like, oh, we know about Karl Malone. That's about it. Utah. Like, no one knew anything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Jazz. Yeah.
So we came here, not having a clue about what this base was like. Then we get here and I see it's like primarily civilians, which was also different for me.
So
like,
weird.
It's not like that overseas.
No.
Weird.
Yeah, I was like, why is the base more civilians than military?
Yeah.
It's so weird to me.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's a hard dynamic to get used to also because, with the military, you have a certain amount of, you can tell people what to do and reference an AFI or, there's local governance that you can be like, you're messing up and this is why, and you need to change that. Civilian, you can't.
No, you cannot.
You have to. So what I learned is because I was burning bridges left and right when I got here, my first tour in 2014, because I'm following AFI and the civilians that work on ICBMs are still governed by AFIs and TO guides and stuff like that. And so I'm like hemming them up. I'm like, you can't be doing this shit. Like, you got to be following this. You can't do this. And I was going to go to QA here, but they're like, you can't. The civilians will not let you be QA because you're setting too many fires. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, shit. Mm-hmm. And they're like, so you need to tone it down.
Well, you need to relax.
Yeah. And then I learned you have to, for them to be able to follow your guidance, you have to make it seem like it was their idea in the first place. And I just hate
how a woman feels
I hate
working
that.
with men.
Is that how it is? Or is it the other way around?
We have to make it seem like it's your guys' idea for it to be
there might be some validity to that.
Good job. You came up with that all on your own? Just kidding.
So, yeah, that's what I learned. And I don't like those mind games. I'm more of a straight shooter kind of a person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can't do the games thing in any scenario.
Yeah. But
interesting. And so then you guys were here. I remember when we got orders here, my mom cried for weeks.
Really?
Yeah. They did not want to come to Utah. It wasn't even on like her little wish list. They had 3 other bases that were not Utah. And she was so worried because we weren't Mormon. She was so worried to move here, move 2 kids here that would,
Yeah,
I'm sure
true.
You guys have felt the same.
That's one thing that was told to me, and I don't know if they mentioned that to you, is the alienation of potential the kids going to the school system and not being Mormon and how they separate and kind of don't associate. Yeah. Even though my that experience was not similar for me. It wasn't. Like when I moved, I lived in North Ogden. Majority of my neighbors were Mormon. So nice. Yep. Like I'd be, well, no, like they would cook me dinner when I would come back from the Uter, because I worked out there Monday through Thursday, and then I'll come back on Fridays, and they would have like dinner waiting for me and stuff, and they invite me over. It was like,
would you get like funeral potatoes and Mormon muffins?
Actually, yeah, and they were freaking delicious.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
But like,
nobody ever cooks me dinner. Just kidding. Actually, my next door neighbor cooks me dinner all the time.
But my son would play with their kids, and there would be like no issues. And majority of my son's friends are Mormon.
Yeah.
So
I did hear that a lot when I came here about the alienation.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even know. I had never heard of. I grew up in the Caribbean. We don't have a lot of Mormons in the Caribbean, so I didn't know what a Mormon was. That was the one thing that people knew. And when I asked them about Utah, they was like, "I know there's a lot of Mormons." I'm like, "I don't know what that is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all, okay, cool.
Is it like Amish or like Mennonite or something? Like,
it's so funny. I've been in Turkey, the country, and somebody was like, "Oh, you're from Utah? Are you Mormon?" And I was like, "How do you?" It would have blown their mind if I'd have been like, "No, I'm Muslim." I should have.
That's funny. I've never met anyone or any person from Turkish or that are Turkish from Turkey until I went to Kodiak, Alaska.
Oh, really?
Apparently there's a lot of Turkish and Russians in Kodiak, Alaska.
Interesting.
Yeah, that they do a lot of the crab boats and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember so it wasn't when we weren't here long, and my parents had got something. They were picking up something from one of her coworkers, and they were like, "Okay, you'll drive up 193 and you'll make a right at and this isn't, I don't know that this exactly, but you'll make a right at the steakhouse." So my parents were like driving around for like probably 20 minutes, and my mom finally called and she's like, "There is no fucking steakhouse on this road. I don't know what you're talking about." And they're like, "Yeah, right, it's on the corner of this and this." My mom's like, "No, there is no restaurant on this road." And they're like, "No, it's not an actual steakhouse. It's the church. And that's what we call it, is the steakhouse."
Really?
So, yeah. So, like, where they have, like, they have their temples, and then they have, like, the steakhouses. But that's, like, where, I don't know. I'm not religious, so I'm not even going to pretend. Yeah, it's just their church. Yeah, so it's like the steakhouse. Yeah, and then you have their different wards within the steakhouse, which is their different... Not congregation. I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm not going to even pretend. We can end this conversation. But that was what was so funny. Was like, my mom's like, "There's no restaurants on this road. What are you talking about?"
I got to add something to that.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to get off the...
No, you're fine.
I used to work in Lehigh at a company down there, and there were a lot of people that were Mormon in the company. They were great guys, great women, great guys. But one day they invited me to play basketball. I'm like, for lunch. And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll go play basketball." And they give me the address, and I show up. I'm like, it was a church. I was like, "Why are we at a church?" And I'm like, "What are they trying to convert me or something?"
You're all surprised. No basketball until you become Mormon.
And then I go in there and I was like, "Oh, the basketball court's in here." I was like, I didn't know that they had basketball courts in all of those things.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, because a lot of people play pickleball at the
I was just going to say that.
Yeah,
now they've like painted pickleball lines. Okay. And that's actually how I started playing, was in Mormon churches.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I've also been told, could you make sure you wear long sleeves?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I'm not even coming with the shirt on, actually. Of course, I will be respectful. That's so funny. You're all, were they trying to convert me? What's happening? Oh, that's hilarious. All right.
Let's talk about baseball. Because I used to love baseball so much. Like, how did you get into baseball? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have sisters.
Okay.
And one played basketball, the other one didn't play any sports.
Okay. So how did you get into baseball?
It was just by happenstance. Like, I was walking home from school. Some of the kids were like, yeah, we're going to baseball tryouts today. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll just do that. It was kind of one of those things I was just like tagging along.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was like the day. So in our leagues, we do, or at least back then, in Little League, we did a draft. So like if you weren't on a team the previous year, like all the kids would come together and they'd do a tryout and all the coaches would be there.
Yeah.
And they would essentially pick.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, I just showed up for the draft and had never played before. And ended up getting picked. But that's when I was like 8 years old and they wouldn't let me.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't let me play, but they drafted me to this team and I just practiced with them the whole year. And then the next year I had to come back again and try out again.
Yeah.
And then I got picked on like the worst team in the league. I went from like being on the best team to the worst team.
Why did you have to draft again? Because you couldn't play.
Yeah, because I wasn't old enough to play. So it was like I wasn't really on the team.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, but they were trying to help groom you, but then they weren't able to draft you. Somebody else grabbed you first.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And I think, if I remember correctly, that's how Little League worked in my hometown too. You had to try out every single year.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in ours, we did tryouts, but once you made the team, got drafted by a team, you were on that team until you aged out.
Really?
They even had it where you had to get a letter to like get transferred to another team.
Yeah.
So like I was on a team that like was pretty bad, and I was like, I'm tired of losing. I was like, I want to go to another team, so I had to like ask my coach, like, hey coach, I really don't want to be on this team anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like 10 years old saying that. On the team, and they were like, he was like, yeah, I'll sign the release, and they got me on the team. But I just thought it was crazy that like as a kid you got to get a release.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's so weird.
And like at 10, like I see like high school because you're trying to get, you're trying to get
like, I'm not even
picked
paid.
from college.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know that baseball is really big in the DR, and you mentioned that you played in the DR as an adult, but did you ever do any of the camps through the summer? I mean, you lived in the Caribbean, so I'm curious.
Yeah, so I played a lot in Puerto Rico and the DR. So like because we're all in the Caribbean, fairly close to each other, we'd have tournaments. So we would go to the Dominican Republic and play in our tournaments, or we would go to Puerto Rico and like also like in Little League. There's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a way to say it. So there's multiple leagues in where I grew up. There's the East and the West League.
Okay.
Each league has an all-star team. We face each other. Whichever team wins moves on to the next step in the Caribbean tournament. So that's when you go and face like Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and like all the teams that always make it to the Little League World Series. Yeah. So we could never get past them.
Oh, really?
But so like if we were ever like to beat them.
That's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's right. It's close to where I grew up. I got to go to, I don't remember what age it was, but I got to go one year and Kirby Puckett was there.
You got to go and watch.
Yeah, I got to go watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So you never played in the...
Not in the Little League World Series, but I did play in the Babe Ruth Regional. So we had different leagues. So there's Little League and then there's Babe Ruth. I made it to the Babe Ruth Regionals and made it all the way to the championship game, and we lost by 1 run.
Oh, man.
And we would have went to the World Series.
Oh, my gosh.
As you can imagine, we were crying.
I love
Yeah.
Sure. How old were you then?
I was 12 years old then, so that was like my last
I was just
year.
going to say, yeah, because I think it's up to 12, right?
Yep.
Right before teenage. Yeah, it's so fun to watch, but it is heartbreaking to see those kids cry.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, my God,
And
I hate it.
What was really bad about it is that we had played the host team. I think it was like Denham Springs, Louisiana or something like that. And we played them the first game. We lost. It was a double elimination. And we beat every team to get out of the losers bracket to play into the championship game. But they made us play like multiple games in that same day.
Really?
We were kids.
Man.
We played like 3 or 4 games before we got
Holy
to the championship.
shit.
So of course we were tired.
Yeah, of course.
And so we get there and we go all 6 innings, and the game is just tied. And then this little kid that hadn't had a home run the entire tournament, he just got a hold of one,
Just crushed it,
and ended the game.
I mean, good for him. That's awesome.
I was just going to say,
But that's
he
super
remembers
shit.
it just like we.
Oh yeah.
He's probably talking about it on a podcast right now. Sure. That's so funny.
Oh man, that's so
You're
crazy.
like, and then he became Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
yeah.
We found out his name later.
One of my favorite baseball players, and I don't remember where he's actually from, but Roberto Clemente. He's one of my all-time favorite baseball players. And my grandmother used to go watch him play for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nice. And I have some photos of him and Rory Stargell going into the dugout together that she took. Yeah.
That's cool. I think he's from Puerto Rico, if I remember correctly.
I wasn't sure, but yeah. So
fun.
cool. Did you end up meeting any? So when you played Major League, did you meet any of the?
I met some guys that played in the Major Leagues for quite a while. Eric Ibar, he played on the Angels for like a number of years. I doubt he's playing anymore. A lot of guys that I played with are like they're probably retired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Irvin Santana, he was a pitcher for the Angels for quite a while. Most of the guys I knew were on the Angels.
Okay. I'm trying to think of someone in the Angels. Was Tim Salmon on the Angels?
I believe he was on the Angels, but yeah.
Okay.
I didn't meet him. And there's oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name?
Because it's Sunday night, we never remember anything in this podcast.
Played for the Brewers. Ryan, I can't remember his name. He got into like a steroid type situation. But played against him in college, and he was really good.
Yeah.
But he was not the nicest guy.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
That's too bad.
Was it hard getting into like playing at those levels?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. What was interesting is that, so like everyone that plays Division I baseball, like in their hometown, they're the man, right?
Yeah.
Like they're the shit.
Yeah.
And then you get to college and you're like, oh, everyone that is here is
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to like really step your game up. You know, because one thing that people don't know about college baseball or college sports in general, you hear the term like 4-year scholarship, like athletic scholarship. It's not really 4 years. It's like year to year.
Oh, really?
So yeah, you're not getting a full 4-year scholarship. They're year to year. So if you play terrible, you're not coming back the next year. Like they have kind of like, it's almost like an exit interview at the end of the year. They're
Interesting.
Like, hey, you know, we're going to bring you back this year. We're not going to bring you back. And
Where's your PDR?
Yeah. So
you noticed that.
We had like, so at the end of the year, the coach pulls you into the office and they're like, hey, we're going to bring you back next year. You're going to have your scholarship, et cetera, or you're not coming back next year.
Damn, I did not know that.
It sucks. We had guys that happened to, like they were on our team and they weren't there. Or we even had guys like where they came in the fall and they showed up and they just weren't performing in the fall very well. And they're like, look, we got to cut you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of heartbreaking. It's kind of like a dog eat dog world.
Well, you made it.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. Because I didn't make it to high school baseball. It became too political. I grew up sort of poor, and it was like, who's your dad? You know, how much money do they make? And that kind of stuff. And I was like, screw this. When I got to high school, I went into volleyball.
Okay. And I didn't know you played volleyball. I played volleyball in high school too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was a setter and then back row.
Okay.
And I played varsity 3 years out of 4. So,
nice.
Yeah.
I did.
It was a lot of fun.
Varsity.
Were you strong side?
Yeah, 1 year varsity.
Your height, of course.
Yeah. So I got finagled into joining volleyball at JV, and I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. And
oh my gosh, so much fun.
Varsity, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't realize it was so much the volleyball until I went to varsity. I was like, oh, this is like a lot of stuff going on here. I had to learn so much, you know, because in JV it was just kind of like
you're just hitting it back and forth.
That's what we're doing. And they were like, we're running plays and everything. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Did all that in volleyball.
Yeah.
You know, but it was fun. Yep. Did basketball as well. Played JV basketball and varsity basketball.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I was like, I wasn't a star on the team, but I was like the 6th man coming off the bench.
Damn.
But
still.
yeah. So I enjoyed doing that.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really tall compared to me. Even worse for Destiny.
But but like what I learned pretty quickly. So like I was okay in basketball, but I played because a lot of people that I played with like growing up were shorter than me, so I was always playing like center or power forward.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not the size of a center or a power forward. So when we had like teams come down from the States to play against us, like playing against like 6'10".
Oh yeah.
Like, this is crazy. I was like, basketball is not for me.
Yeah.
You know, because I couldn't dribble very good. I had a good shot. I could jump, but like as far as for my height, I needed to be a guard, and that was just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get into pickleball then?
So I was working at a part-time at a behavioral health facility, and they were teaching the kids how to play pickleball.
Oh, okay.
And I would just see them like every day. I'd be there playing pickleball, and I did think it was lame, so I held off for quite a while. I was like, this pickleball, I can't do this. And then one day the kids like finagled me into like they had me come in and play, and I was like, oh, I actually kind of like this. And I played a lot of ping pong growing up, just kind of like in the locker room and stuff for baseball.
Yeah.
and it kind of felt like it was like a similar to pickleball.
Yep.
And similar to pickleball, and that's kind of how I feel like I was able to pick it up pretty easily. And ever since I played at that facility, I just kind of got the bug. And then I took a lesson. I did a lesson at the shed because I realized that I wasn't as good as I thought I was. Like
with Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I don't know if you all felt that way. Like I felt like when I first started out, I felt like I was really good, but I was like terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
I got humbled really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just slamming it, and then I forget who it was, but they're like, "No, you need to learn drops." I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah. My first lesson was with Brian at the shed too. Yeah. I love him.
That helped me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's a good teacher too.
He's
very calm and just chill.
Yeah, and he's gone through like the instruction course. So
he has.
Yeah, I believe so. So I mean, he's like a certified instructor.
Okay.
At like certain at a certain level, I believe. I think there's different levels, but I think I did several clinics with him. Yeah, he's just so good at it.
Yeah.
I did a couple with him as well. But
yeah. And I think those of you guys who are interested in getting lessons, like, you know, he still does them at the academy.
Yeah.
And so, I definitely would recommend, or if you're just like wanting to learn, he was so good at just like teaching the fundamentals of pickleball. And I mean, then like I did a drop clinic through him, like a third shot drop thing. And then we did like, I think he'll even like do private lessons, get a couple of you guys and teach you whatever you want to work on. So
maybe that's what I need to do. Step up my game. Get that next level.
He's the reason why I can stop Rob's drives.
I did a reset clinic with him that he helped a lot on, like, and then even has like a little drill that I'll still work on from time to time, but I don't drill as much.
One thing I did learn from him during one of the clinics, I only did one, is when you're dinking, you're trying to aim for their feet.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, there's positioning and stuff, but aim for their feet.
Yeah. We'll have to have him on at some point, I think.
We really should.
I really like him a lot.
Yeah. I mean, he's the pickleball OG.
Yeah.
Right?
As far as my world is concerned, yeah.
Every time he sees me, he always calls me his bodyguard.
That's so funny.
People, hey, that's my bodyguard.
And you mentioned about ping pong, and I can see it now in some of your drives because you come up and it's almost like you're holding the ping pong and doing a drive. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I can't get rid of that.
It just comes natural because Justin does the same thing too, right? On some of his drives, he comes up and it's almost like he's holding a ping pong paddle and trying to put that forward English.
Zach does it too, but a lot of his shots I can tell are like ping pong. But I've never played ping pong. I think I've like maybe been on a ping pong table once or twice.
Yeah,
I've never even played.
For like cups when you're boozing it up.
Well, that's a different story. I've done that several times. I did go to college. Yeah. And I tried doing that with wine. Not recommended. Not smart.
That's weird. I mean, I used to have wine nights, like shitty wine night, you know, the really cheap stuff.
Like $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's.
Dude. Like the hangovers the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible.
Awful. Yeah. I have like a whole different wine experience now that I'm an adult with money. I like buy better wine and have like aerators and stuff.
So it's not the box wine?
No. Okay. I can't do the box wine.
I mean, it's cheap and it tastes good, but yeah, it gets the job done.
Yeah, it gets the job done, and then I get no jobs done for 2 days later.
It's like I used to buy Keystone Light. Oh my god! Just because, dude, it was super cheap. I get like a 30-pack for like $17 in North Dakota. And get smashed. And then, you know, if I was feeling a little bit more bougie, I would go Keystone Ice.
Oh my gosh. The bougiest of the beer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because I could afford a couple extra dollars for a higher point beer.
That's so funny.
Stupid.
Nah.
Stupid waste of money. But
I was going to say, going back to baseball really quick, the only thing I really have kept up on in the baseball world in the last couple of years is Gabe Kepler.
I don't know who that is.
He was the coach for the Giants. So good looking. So if you're listening. He's not, but I'm available. It's so funny. Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there just in case he's listening.
So favorite baseball player? Or someone that you idolized and looked up to?
I wouldn't say I idolize him, but Ozzie Smith was like my favorite baseball player. And that's partly because my mom is from St. Louis. I spent a lot of time in St. Louis in summers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got to see the Cardinals play a lot. And I really liked him.
Yeah, super fast on like stealing bases and stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going
He
to
could
say
do
the same
everything
thing.
Yeah.
I thought I was fast, but I wasn't.
Bo Jackson was mine. Just
But
because
Bo Jackson was a football player too, right?
correct
For the Raiders.
For the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the most humblest players I've ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know about it until I watched his documentary, and I think it's the best sports documentary I've ever watched.
I believe I watched that documentary. I think that's the one I watched that kind of showed how, like, in some, was it, I don't know if it was a Super Bowl or maybe it was a World Series game, but he had to go from like one of those games and like in a helicopter into the next game or something.
He used to not do football and play baseball. He's like, sorry, I'm not making this game because I got a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because baseball was his passion.
His number one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he is such a humble person. I mean, he lives in Alabama. I can't remember where out in Alabama, but he does this yearly thing. It's bike. What is it? It's Bo Bikes, and he raises money for local charities and stuff like that.
Oh,
he does it every year. And he's a bow hunter. Like, just
That's funny.
Not a big mansion or anything.
All...
Just relative, big, semi-big house, but
I think he was
such a good guy.
Was he number I think he was 52 in
for
football.
the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I followed him when he played for the Royals.
34.
Was it the Kansas City Royals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was the first one to hit the top of the crown with. I think it was batting practice. He was doing batting practice and hit the ball so hard that it hit the top of the crown. So
That's
crazy. Yeah.
Bessemer, Alabama is where he's from or where he was born, but I don't know if he lives there now. He's 62. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, he was quite the athlete for sure.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're playing two professional.
At a high level, yeah.
That is crazy to me.
Deion Sanders is the only other person that I know that did that. I'm sure there might be more, but
Deion Sanders did it. Yep.
I know. I'm trying to think of.
There's been some more. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Not a ton of them.
Didn't Ken Griffey Jr., didn't he do another sport? Like maybe.
He might have in colleges. Or I don't think.
And Michael Jordan played baseball, tried baseball out for a little bit.
He didn't play very well.
Nah, he wasn't.
He played, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's very many that played at such a high level that were good at both.
No.
Yeah.
Like that were like shining stars in both
Deion
regards.
and Bo are really the only two that I'm aware of.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to get to 4 or 5 level pickleball.
Yeah. Same here.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what during your military career, what would be like one of your most memorable things that you picked up that you still carry today, or just a memory in itself?
I'd say one of the most memorable things is when I transitioned from being an aircraft mechanic to command post.
Oh, okay.
I did that for like the last half of my career. And while I was in command post, they made me like I don't remember the exact title, but basically I was taking care of all the unit systems, like all of the computer systems, everything. I was in charge of that. And that kind of sparked my interest in software. And that's kind of what I'm into now, software sales. But like it led me to being a software consultant out of the military, then getting into customer success and then sales. So like I think that was very memorable because it helped kind of shape shape my career outside of the military. So I'd say that's probably the most memorable thing.
Did you choose command?
Yeah, I did choose command post.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't like being a mechanic.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What I wanted to do was mental health because I tried to cross-train early on in my career. Yeah. I think when I was like a senior airman or something, I tried to cross-train. And I had a degree in psychology, mind you.
Really?
Okay.
And,
I love this.
Yeah.
I just got the chills. This is like perfect for our podcast.
I had my bachelor's in psychology, so I was like, okay, I'm going to try to switch to mental health.
Yeah.
Put in my application and everything, and they're all like, nope.
Mm.
And I was like, this sucks. So I was like,
Because were you trying to commission?
No, I wasn't trying to commission.
Oh, okay.
Well, I take that back. Not in mental health.
Okay.
I did want to do become an officer after I got my degree, but I had a commander that kind of wasn't. I'm not going to say
supportive.
She wasn't supportive. Like I told her that I wanted to, get commissioned. And
Yeah.
she had to sign off on it, and she was like, "Well, I want you to get a higher score in your PT test." And I was like, "This is some BS." Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I passed the test, and I'm pretty sure I can do better than you. I didn't say that.
I was like, well, now we know why she didn't sign off on
I didn't
it.
say that to her.
No, but that's what you were thinking.
That's
and
exactly what I was thinking.
That's exactly what I'd be thinking too.
Yeah.
And after she said that, I was just like kind of done.
Yeah.
And then, I was going to get out of the Air Force, but then like my wife got pregnant, and I was like, okay, maybe now is not the time to get out.
Yep.
And so I just kind of stuck out the aircraft maintenance thing for a little while longer. And I got here, and it was time. I guess the window opened for my cross training again, and I put in for command post, and I got accepted. So,
wow.
That's
and
awesome.
then got stationed right back here. I was like, yeah. So my wife was like, yeah, we might go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right back here. They were like, which makes sense. I mean, it saves them money not having to send me somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If it's already here,
Yeah.
And
the spot was open, so they just gave me a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you actually join?
2005. So
Oh, okay.
almost 20 years to the date. So I would have retired this month.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Regrets or no?
Initially, there was regrets, but like life has been pretty good for me outside of the military. So like I don't feel like it would have been like had I stayed in, I think it would have been kind of a setback, to be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah.
It forced me to get out of my comfort zone, getting out of the military, and getting into careers that were vastly different than anything that I did in the Air Force. So I think in that regard, it's been a good thing. I mean, it would have been nice to get a check every month after retiring. That would have
nice.
been nice.
Yeah.
But
I'm not even getting my actual paycheck right now. Rob's got like 4
All right, my
paychecks.
bad.
Yeah.
but yeah, that would have been cool. But like, but no, not necessarily any regrets. I think when I was younger, I was like, yeah, it would have been nice to kind of stick it out and retire. But like, I really wanted to get out there and use my degree, and I felt like I would not have been using it in the Air Force.
Yeah,
so it was just
true.
Time to get out.
So your degree, oh my goodness, your bachelor's degree, heavy. Your bachelor's degree was in psychology. What's your master's in?
In business.
Oh, okay, like business administration.
Yeah, business.
Okay.
Administration. I have a lot of degrees. Like I said, I went to school a lot.
Oh yeah.
I just kept going. I was like, they're paying for it.
I'm
gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a bachelor's in business, one in psychology. I have, and you might have these as well, but the associate's degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CCF.
Yeah, I got 2 CCFs, one for aircraft maintenance, and then one for command post, which I believe was emergency management.
Oh, okay.
And then I had an associate's degree before I got into the Air Force in liberal arts. So
Oh, okay.
I'm just
wow.
like captain school.
You're just like so smart. That was what my dad used to always say about my sister, because she wanted to go on and do initially, or after she got her master's, wanted to do like legal, like law stuff, and he was like, you're just gonna be like a forever student? That's cool.
So explain why mental health. Like,
yeah, what drew you to that?
At the time, I was I think I took a psychology class. Okay, let me tell you the truth.
okay.
When I initially left college to play baseball,
Yeah.
I was an elementary education major.
Okay.
When I was in the Air Force, I could not finish that because it would require me to go do student teaching.
Right.
Yep.
And there was no way, the unit was never going to let me go
Yeah.
any student teaching.
No.
Yep.
So I went to the college that was on base, and I was like, hey, I have all these credits. I think I had like almost 200 credits at that point.
Oh my
I
gosh.
switched my major.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you did love school. You're like, let me a little dabble in all of these.
I loved baseball, so I was like, what, at that time,
Yeah.
what major can I pick that's going to be the easiest so that I can play baseball?
Yeah.
So I did a ton of different majors. Like I initially went to college, like I want to be a doctor. I was really gung-ho about that.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was like, I can't focus on this and play baseball.
Yeah.
So I was like, scratch being a doctor. I moved to, computer science. And
Which is even harder, I think.
I know. I know. I found that out.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like,
I was like, that sounds cool. And, bear in mind, I didn't do a lot in computers. Like, I went to high school when we barely had the internet. Like, I mean, I was...
Same here.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
it was like,
exactly.
like that.
So I go in there talking about all this coding and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. Yeah. I'm like asking the teacher for help. And he's like, did you read the book? I'm like, I'm asking you for help. Like,
yeah. What the hell are you here for?
Exactly.
I've had that experience.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. I need to switch to something else. Someone was like, man, you should do education. I was like, oh, I can do that. I was like, I can teach kindergarten. I was like, I can do that. I know my ABCs.
Done.
And then I get in there, and it was definitely harder than I thought. But I did that like throughout my senior year until I decided I wanted to play baseball and dropped out. 2 classes shy of graduating.
Oh my gosh.
And then so when I got to the Air Force and I couldn't do elementary education, I was like, what can I do to get a degree? I want to finish my degree. And they're like, well, you can take psychology. You only need a few more classes. And I was like, let's do this. And then as I was doing it, I was really, the professors were like really engaging.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I want to do this for a career. Like I wanted to go get my master's in psychology and like be a therapist and stuff. But that wasn't in the cards because, again, going back to my wife getting pregnant, I couldn't really like focus on school as much because she was pregnant and my daughter was born, and I kind of had like take a back seat on school. I didn't do my master's until I got here.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't have that degree here, so I just switched to business, and I liked it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'm curious, with all the sports that you've played and then now like your understanding of psychology and that like mental, I mean, it's a mental game for sure, but with all of that, then going in the military, moving away from your family, young and married, you know, dabbling with, should I get out? Okay, now my wife's pregnant, staying back in. Like, have you struggled with mental health, and do you have like a way of resetting yourself when you do start to feel down?
I'd say I internalize things a lot, but I would say that like now, talking to my wife helps. You know what I mean? She's like kind of like my center when it comes to that stuff. So if I'm down about work or whatever it is, like she's kind of like that voice of reason. Yeah. Because I do get down on myself sometimes about things, like maybe harder on myself than someone else would be. Yeah. But when I was younger, I didn't have that. Like I just kind of like, I would just give in. Like, I mean, like with baseball, like I probably could have played longer, but I was like, this is crazy. Like just trying to pursue this thing that I really love doing, but it's just like not working the way that I envisioned it. Yeah. So I just like gave up before like my career was actually like done. Yeah. Because I just couldn't take it. But to your point, I do think that mental health is very important in sports and in a life as well. Because, you know, sometimes we make rash decisions because we don't really know how to deal with them. Right. That's true. I think that not only is it good to help you from making, you know, rash decisions or terrible decisions, but I think it's also good to help you perform well, because every sport you play, there's a huge mental game, right? You need to, if you have a bad game, you need to be able to pick yourself up and keep going. And one of the ways that you can do that is if you have the skills the skills to be able to kind of cope with those, like that mental fortitude. Exactly. Yeah. And I think for the most part, most athletes have that, but like when things get really hard, if you're not used to those challenges, like you might give in. Right. Well, especially when I think like you can have the mental fortitude during the game, and if you're only focused on the game, but then if you're also like going through a divorce or worried about your family, or, you know, or I think there's, in some cases, maybe it's more common that it's like, well, I really want to play more games, but my spouse or my kids are going to be upset if I stay longer. And then like having that in your head, and then you're also playing shitty. And then, you know, one thing leads to another. Like, I mean, there would be, I remember a time I got to the Shed, and it was a women's league that I was in, and had just had a fight with my husband at the time, and then I get there and I think I started playing like shit, and I was like, I'm done. I had to call, like I called a girl that lived close, and I was like, I just need to stop. Like I knew I was just going to start crying on the court. Like I just was to that point. You just still feel so frustrated, but I know myself well enough to know now I get a sub before if I'm already feeling that way, so that I'm not crying on the court once I like have a shitty shot. And I'm, you know, I've seen people get really frustrated on the court, and I'm like, there's something else going on, right? Like it's not because you had a shitty shot. It's not because like I hit the ball out or I got hit. Yeah. It's because or you got hit in the head with a paddle. I'm sorry. So for those of you guys that missed that,
thanks for bringing that up.
I was going to if you didn't, so this is perfect. We talked about that on the podcast a few weeks ago, but during draft tryouts, Rob,
first draft too.
Yeah. Rob hit Jahsan in the head with his paddle,
and it was on your court.
It was.
I don't remember that.
That's why I get picked.
Yeah. I blame like this guy can't hit a ball. Yeah. Somebody with a paddle. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Were you like terrified? I would have been so scared to hit you.
I didn't.
He didn't realize that. Well, you were like, did I hit you? I was like, yeah, you did hit me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
to his defense, I probably was like right in the middle. I don't remember. But
it reminds me of that one video where that one guy goes to hit the ball like this,
and throws his paddle right in the guy's face.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I could not imagine.
Like I said before, we're trying to do our best. We're trying to present ourselves in a really good way, and we're just going ham. Yeah, right.
You're nervous, and those tryouts. I mean, that's
and plus, we never played with each other, and so. I like to play strong center, and that means I'm always moved over a little bit.
I know that now.
Yeah. Regardless of who else is on the court. Like, this guy doesn't have the center, apparently. This guy's got the whole court. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But that was, and I didn't play well that day in general, even after that. But what was cool though is that, and I don't know if Rob remembers this, I ended up getting picked as a sub on your team.
Yeah, on Savannah's team.
I got to play, and I think we won some games when I came and played, and that helped my confidence, because when I got cut, I was like, damn, I'm not that good. But then when I came and played with them, I was like, oh, I can play with everyone in this league. It gave me a lot more confidence.
Yeah.
And that was the deciding factor to pick you for my team.
Really?
Yeah, next draft.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Justin was pushing me to. Well, I told him I was going to pick him. Yeah. But then I seen that you signed up, and I was like, sorry, I got to pick Jahsan because you're a lot stronger player. You're more consistent. And at that point in time, Justin just
was a new player.
He was a new player, just not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it worked out for the best. I mean, we did awesome.
Yeah, we did. And I will say, when I remember, because I was a captain with Savannah, and when she picked you, I was like, wait, because when you don't know somebody either, when you're looking at the draft, and it's just going so fast, and you're panicked. And then I think there were other people that were like, no, I forgot about him.
Yeah, because I don't think I knew very many people there, because I hadn't been playing like a lot of places.
No.
So no one pretty much knew me. But then after that, people started to know me.
Yeah. I think that was actually the hard part about that first, or not the hard part, the interesting part about that first league, because I remember Catherine Olsen got Ben and Lance, and I had never met them before, and I was like, and then she had Ben and Lance, Kathy and Clark, and then her and Jason, and she had played with him so much, but I'm like, you just got, and then they wound up doing so well, and I was like, you're so smart.
I knew right away, Ben and Lance. I seen their names, I was like, shit, because I played with them at F5.
Oh, that's right.
And they're so good, so controlled and measured.
And they play well together. And then Clark and Kathy play well together, which isn't typical of married couples to play so well together. But then you do, because we've talked about it several times on the podcast, is you can read each other's body language better, and you just know. But somehow
those eyes forward. When they mess up, you don't even look over.
Somehow those couples make it work, and they do really well. So kudos to them. I think I mentioned, I was like, Dave never wanted to play, but I don't know that we would have ever played together. We would have been like a Haley and Zach situation, or Tim and Jessica. I just feel like would have gotten really good, and I just would have been like, I would have felt defeated, kind of what Haley was explaining in her story.
My wife and I used to play basketball together when I was younger. And she hated playing with me.
Yeah. Because she's like, I played college basketball, and somehow you're fucking better than me.
I was not better than her.
Well, good.
That's why she hated playing with me.
Okay.
Because you weren't better?
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not even trying. You're like, actually, I am. That's
she was pretty good. She actually played on, we had a women's bass team. She played on a bass team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's awesome. See, I'm glad that she got into that she was able to get into it, into the community there. I had nothing when I lived in England, and Dave played rugby, and I was like, cool. So then I was just like a rugby wife, and then they wanted us to wash their kits, and I was like, and no, I'm not doing that in my washing machine, and you can do that. You're the player. I'm not washing gross boys' rugby kits. No, I was not that. I was like, I'll make you guys snacks and make dinner, but I'm not washing your gross clothes. But then I didn't have anything, so I had actually looked into joining roller derby. So I went to like their whole club meeting, and then I was like, wait, you have to know how to roller skate?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. I know how to rollerblade.
Yeah.
I cannot roller skate.
Have you gone to one of their matches or whatever they call them?
I did go.
Is it
actually,
Junction City? Is that the one in Ogden?
Oh, here. I
Yeah.
did go to one of theirs when they were at Davis. So I used to work at the Hilton in Layton. And so then it's connected to the Davis Conference Center, and they had like a big roller derby tournament.
I've never
there.
been one, but they look cool.
Oh, yeah. So fun. And the one in England, like that, I never actually, did I go to one there? I think I did. I think that was the first one I had ever been to. And I was like, yeah, I want to do this. But then I didn't realize you had to be on roller skates, and I cannot roller skate.
Yeah, I get it.
Which is so weird. I can rollerblade, but I also can't ice skate, which is the same. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I
I can
can't.
rollerblade too, and I can't ride skates. I told my wife that. She's like, how can't you skate?
See,
I'm like, it's different.
it is
Rollerblades and
different.
skating is
It
completely
is
different.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to rollerblade, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't skate, and yeah, so it is different. Yeah,
Well, for one, the wheels are like this far apart. With the skate, they're a lot longer, so you can lean back and not like, oh.
but yeah, it's true.
I think the last time I rollerbladed was like, not rollerbladed, tried to skate was in like freshman year in college. It's like some girls invited me out to go to the skating rink, and I was like on my ass all the time. I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's how I feel about because I'm in the dating world, and some people are like, we should go snowboarding. I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Or what was it, snowshoeing?
Oh,
They
yeah,
wanted me to go
snowshoeing.
snowshoeing, and I was like, no.
I don't even like hiking in the summertime.
I know. I'm like, you want me? Did you just ask me to go on a walk in the snow? Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm not doing any of those things. I mean, I probably could now. I feel like I'm more adventurous now that I've been on 2 hikes this summer.
Yeah.
This year so far, 2.
It's better than last year.
Last year, actually. Wait, did I do?
I don't know.
No, I don't think I did.
No?
It's actually 2 more than I did last year.
Okay, so 2026, you need to do 3.
Actually, Bonnie and I talked about doing all these hikes. So now we have like a whole list of things we're going to do next
sick.
year. And they just keep coming up on my social media, like it just knows. It's so smart. I hate
Yeah.
it. But yeah, like all like the Zion hikes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could do the Angel. I'm too afraid of heights. I can't even get up.
That's
and,
a
like,
waiver
clean
now.
my-
They just had someone die this year.
Oh, well.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, my 8-year-old did it. And now the truth comes out. Somebody died.
Yeah, I
somebody
think
actually,
maybe once a year they have someone fall.
Oh, wow.
I think somebody yesterday or the day before just fell off the Grand Canyon. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, that was in the news. Yeah.
Were they rock climbing?
I don't know. I didn't read the story.
Maybe I did read something.
Something.
Yeah.
They fell off the side.
Did you see that apartment complex in Lehigh burning today?
Yes.
Massive apartment complex
Massive.
that was under construction.
Yeah.
Caught fire.
I wonder, do they know if it's like foul play?
I didn't. I just read headlines. I think they have some sort of report, but I don't know. Hopefully not.
Interesting.
Because if it is, like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. So worst experience in the military
Oh.
besides your commander.
That was definitely one of the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the worst.
You should do better on your PT.
She had me fired up.
That's so
Like,
fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
what was your score?
I think it was like an 80 something. I don't know.
What?
She wanted me. I guess a 90. I don't know what the heck she wanted.
A 90.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
God.
That wasn't happening. I was always like a bigger guy.
Yeah.
So like my waist would always like ding me on points.
Yeah.
I could do everything else. I could run the mile and a half. I could do all the push-ups and
Yeah.
all that stuff, but that would like always ding me.
That was what always
I was also
dinged my
another reason why I
mom.
got out. I was kind of sick of that. I was like, this is crazy.
The waist
So
thing
that's-
didn't make sense to
It
me.
never made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, to a degree, it does. But were you maxing out on your push-ups, sit-ups, and
Yeah,
run?
maxed out on that. Not the run. I didn't max on the run, but I could.
Okay.
I do the run under the time.
Yeah.
But push-ups, I'd max out. Sit-ups, I'd max
See,
out.
that shit doesn't
And it
make
was
sense
like,
to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's what my mom used to get so frustrated because then she like had a square waist too. So if you have a wider torso, even though you can, I remember like for females, she was maxing out on, I think push-ups and sit-ups too. And then the run, she wound up doing well, but never like fast. And so, but I remember that was the biggest thing because I went and talked to a recruiter after I finished my degree. I was going to commission and I did like the AFOQT, everything. And my mom was like, because I had always struggled with my weight my whole life. And she was like, you're just going to live a whole life of having to stress about that. Like,
Yeah.
and I already struggled with eating disorders because of that. And so she was like, don't do it. And my dad just didn't want me to do it for other reasons. He's like, I don't want you to move away. And then I still did that anyways. But
Yeah.
It definitely is a stress to have to, because in the Air Force, that's your job. You gotta worry about that. You know?
Right.
Yep.
I don't pass this thing, that's my job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it sucks. I guess I could say one of the worst experiences was literally doing everything like on the PT test right, and because my waist was like maybe 1 inch too big, I failed.
Yeah.
The entire test.
That is crazy.
That's fucked up. Yeah. A buddy of mine, Pete Dacis in California, he had similar stuff. He actually could run a 1.5 miles in under 9 minutes, max push-ups and sit-ups, but his waist would ding him and he would fail.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Now, the commander was like, they would waive it, you know, because he was doing so good in all the other ones, but yeah.
That was also interesting too. Like, I mean, like when I first got in the Air Force, like, I don't know, it's probably not like that now, but like a lot of the commanders, they were huge.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
right?
How are you getting on people?
Dude.
Huge.
Yeah. You're like, walk the talk, buddy.
Yeah. Especially, well, more of the female, some of the female NCOICs and like commanders were massive.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm like, how in the fuck are you berating
My
people?
sister just sent me this article and it shows, I think, some reservists getting off of a plane. I'm sure. And it says like fit to fight, and every single one of them are overweight, like so overweight.
Massively.
Like,
I know which
this
one.
is what our military is right now. This is a little
so those are the ones that
embarrassing.
deployed to Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well familiar with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was the family chat just like a week and a half ago was talking about that. But
yeah,
it's crazy.
It should get better, but we'll see.
You know what I can think of, and you probably dealt with this as well. I'm sure you did. But like when I became an NCO staff sergeant, I got assigned a troop. He was a young kid, maybe 18, 19 years old, and he was just like, he couldn't get right with anything. He would show up to work late. He would just not pass his test that he had to do for the CDCs, which is the career test. He just wouldn't do anything right, and it's like no matter what I did, like talking to him about, you know, like, man, you got to show up to work, you know, you got to do X, Y, or Z, like just trying to get him to do right. He just would not, and I was just like constantly getting yelled at because he couldn't get right. And in my mind, I'm like, man, why can't he just do right? I did it. Why can't he do it?
It's easy, dude.
You're like, make my job easy.
Yeah.
So like I think that was one aspect I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
The military is like because before that, not having just my performance being based on me, I was able to excel at everything. But then like
you're also getting ready to the airman that
that was not a good feeling because I was like, it just seemed like
you have no control.
I had no control over it. Like I would try, like to, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, can you just like, do you need help? Like I can help you study for this task.
Yeah.
You know, you need me to pick you up from work, pick you up to go to work or something. Like, what can I do? Like, because I'm just like getting yelled at every week for this, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. But like, although it was not a great experience. I did learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
So
I think that's the hardest part about leadership, especially like, I mean, I work for the government, but yeah, you're just kind of, I mean, I think in most capacities, you're kind of held accountable for the people that work for you. Yeah. But then like, okay, I'm trying to give you all the tools. I'm trying to give you all the support. I'm trying to like, but at what point you're going to piss me off and I'm going to lose my shit. And like, now, then what? Like, then I'm a bad leader, but I've given you, but then that's what you're going to remember me as is the person that has to hold you accountable. But that's my job, is to hold you accountable because my boss's job is to hold me accountable. And now I'm getting in trouble. Yeah. That's the hardest part about leadership.
To be honest, I've never had a bad troop.
Oh, that's good.
Really?
It's crazy.
So
when I took over MHD, I had one guy that wouldn't show up to work one time, probably a handful of times. And then I just got a new OIC, a brand new lieutenant. So I was like, all right, you need to read him, you know, and have him manage it because I've already dealt with some airmen that were bad, but they weren't underneath me. You know, I just had to like tune them up a little bit.
Right.
But no, majority of my airmen were pretty spot on.
I've gotten really lucky with good employees and good support. But then there's also a couple, or I would almost rather deal with a difficult employee than a personality that I really clash with.
True.
That's been hard. And it's because I feel like I do a really good job of trying to like relate and connect with people. But then I've had a couple of instances where I've had employees that like want none of that. And maybe it's because they hate my guts but like I'll get on like a one-on-one and I'm like, hey, how are you? Good. Okay. It's like the quickest one-on-ones ever because like there's no conversation to be had. They do. Yeah. I'm like, oh, what did you do this weekend? Nothing. Okay. But then in person, they'll be so chatty with me. And I'm like, what is this? It's weird. Yeah, or just like I have like a hard time connecting because they're not open, and I don't know what it is. I think some people too, they're told to kind of keep like distance at work, or they've grown up learning that, or don't tell your boss too much, or whatever it is. But then it makes it really hard for me to connect or understand. So then I'm just like, okay. Yeah. So I've done a little bit of research on like how do you make the best of those one-on-one discussions, or how do you make the best of those performance discussions? And so I'm working through that, but it's still hard. It's hard. It's hard connecting with people that don't want to connect with you.
I think one of the hardest conversations I had, and it was more or less just a day-to-day, like, hey, how things are going. This guy was transitioning, and his wife was also transitioning.
To the opposite sex? Oh, okay.
Correct.
I didn't know if you meant like out of the military or... Okay.
Sorry.
I was on a different page than you.
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait a second.
Transitioning to the different sex.
Okay. And they were transitioning to opposite sex. Okay.
And it was interesting for sure. She went on leave back home. He transitioned while she was gone. She came back, didn't transition, and then divorced him.
Wow.
Well, her.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And then trying to interact with that person.
How long was she gone? Because the transition...
Like a month. I think she had like 30 days of leave or something like that she took.
Oh.
Yeah. And then trying to help her through that. And she was already like very social, awkward, to deal with already. Well, you couldn't have a normal conversation with, it was just really weird.
Well, yeah, because they're not feeling understood for much of their life. Doesn't feel like they're in the right body. Yeah. Probably couldn't open up about that because the military was like a...
No, and me, I'm just a normal dude that is a maintenance guy, it's...
Yeah, they couldn't relate to you.
It was very hard to have
hard.
those conversations of like trying to help and stuff. Even though I was supportive and like try to help, but like we were just on two different wavelengths.
Yeah.
But they cross-trained. But, she didn't make it easy for herself either. She, like, when we have barbecues and stuff, she would, like, show up in, like, super skimpy, like, outfits, rollerblading around. And I'm just like, and, like, cat ears. And I'm just like...
Cat ears?
You're in, like, cat ear
But did she transition to a female or a cat?
A female. But I'm just like...
So she was also a furry?
Sure. I have no idea. But...
That is a hard life.
And, like, you're just making life extra hard for yourself.
Definitely.
And I don't know they mean like in the situation of like transitioning.
Be yourself. That's fine.
Be yourself.
But
be yourself.
You're in a group of maintenance dudes.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to envision that. I can't because I know
that would be so hard.
How maintenance guys are.
Oh yeah.
Dark humor.
I wouldn't even want to be a woman working around maintenance guys. Yeah. Let alone a man that's transitioned to a female.
Aircraft maintenance.
Yeah.
We're fucking brutal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I had to learn to scale it back when I went to command post because that's like
yeah, when you're sitting beside like your commander's office is right there. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's the difficult part is learning how to tone it down, knowing the audience that you're
know your audience. That's a big one. That's the big one. Yeah, that's huge. I will say one of my most difficult experiences was I worked with a deaf person and I trained them and then like all the time, but we never had an interpreter. So I'm like training, he's acting like he's understanding, working through that. And then he would mess something up and then go tell our supervisor that he never got training. And I was like, what do you mean? I sat with you for 4 fucking hours. But like, he's a good friend of mine too. So I'm just like so confused. I'm like, you didn't understand why when you come to me. But I was so ignorant because I had never worked with a deaf person before. I had never been around somebody who was hard of hearing like to those depths, that it's another language. Just because like they're signing English doesn't mean that they're speaking English. It's a whole nother language. And it took me so long to like realize that and understand that I could sit and you could read my lips and you could act like you understood, but you're not. It's like speaking English to Spanish or Spanglish or whatever and trying to learn your job that way. So we wound up we worked through that and wound up getting like an interpreter for every time and having like actual official trainings for him. But that took me a long time and a lot of frustration. And so where you're just like, I'm like, why are you not getting it?
Yeah.
Oh, because you don't speak English. Got it.
I noticed accents were hard for me to I guess, initially understand what that person was saying. So like when I moved out to North Carolina, I worked with a bunch of redneck hillbillies, and they would like slur all their words together with the Southern accent. And I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, pause in between your words. Like, I can't understand what you're saying. And then I had this one airman who was from Ireland. I couldn't understand a damn word. We drove out to the missile site, and he's like talking to me, and it's just me and him. I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're saying. I was like, just be quiet. Yeah. It's like,
I feel like usually I can understand accents, but when I lived in England, we went over to Liverpool, thick, and like almost worse than Ireland, like Scotland, Ireland. Like I feel like I can understand those accents just fine. I've been there, I understand, but I also feel like this bitch was laying it on thick on purpose because we were at a restaurant and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Like, can you say it again? And she would say it again and even thicker. And I finally this was probably the bitchiest thing I've done in like a public setting. I'm sure I've done a lot of bitchy things behind closed doors, but in like a public setting, I literally looked at my ex-husband and I was like, what is she saying? Because and that's so rude, but I felt like she was being rude. It was like 3 times I couldn't understand. I was like, I don't understand what she's saying, like right in front of her. And I felt like such an asshole. But at that point, I'm like, she's doing this on purpose because I'm American and she doesn't like me. And I just am so mad right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was probably
I noticed
I would have said that on the podcast, but whatever. I'm not perfect, guys.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
Race was a big thing too. That was like eye opener for me. I grew up in a small little white town in central Pennsylvania, and we had like 2 black families. And I dated one girl from, I don't remember her name, but my parents made me break up with her.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now they won't admit it ever.
They're like, we did that on the podcast?
I was like, okay, whatever. And then when I moved to Charlotte, it was like what? Like, what was the deal? Like, I don't understand why my parents, at that point in time, maybe they've changed their tune or whatever, were like wary of. It was just fucking stupid. Actually, and then working and joining the Air Force after that, I don't understand it. Yeah. It never made sense to me after that.
Yeah. I wondered if that was something that somebody, like people would say to you about Utah. Oh, there's Mormons and there's no black people.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever I meet another black person outside of the state, they're like, when I say I live in Utah, they're like, Utah? Why is he in Utah?
Yeah. That's you one of 5.
Yep, it's just me and my family.
Yeah. Yeah. I think around the base and around the colleges you see more, but it's definitely a low percentage, I would think.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what was very interesting to me, like on the topic of race? Like growing up in the Caribbean, like playing baseball, it was primarily black people that played baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The island is majority black.
Yeah.
Then I come to the States to play college baseball, and I'm like, there's like hardly any black people playing baseball.
Yeah.
That was like very strange for me. Like it was like me and like a couple other people. And even I went to a historically black university.
Yeah.
And our team probably had like 5 black people on it.
Really?
It was,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
that is really interesting.
It was really shocking to me. And even when I met my wife and I told her I played baseball, she was like, baseball? She was like black people don't really play baseball. I mean, they did primarily back in the day. A lot of black people played baseball, but like nowadays it's like, and even when I was coming up, like in college, it just wasn't a lot of us, And I hopefully that changes one day. But like that was like very eye opening for me that like most of the teams hardly had any black people on.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is interesting.
I think some of the greats are. I mean, the majority of the people that I looked up to as baseball players were all black.
Yeah.
Or, the Puerto Rican or some, Hispanic, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we had a lot of those too on our team. But and that's why they have like I think it's still going, but like I know when I was younger they had a program called Reviving Baseball in the Inner Cities, and it's really like it's ran by the MLB, and it's really an organization that's trying to like get more people of color or African Americans into playing baseball.
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So they have like a huge tournament, at least they used to have a huge tournament in Disney World, like at the Wide World of Sports.
Oh, really?
And they'd have like a World Series there, and it's like teams from like Chicago, New York, all over the world. And we were in that when I was like,
hopefully not during the summer though.
It was during the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Florida?
Hot and humid.
Oh yeah.
Good God.
It's pretty cool because they bring out a lot of scouts, like Major League Baseball scouts and like college coaches. So it's just giving opportunities for folks that probably wouldn't know.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. That is cool. That's way neat.
Yeah.
Did you find it hard? Did you find a lot of discrimination while in the Air Force?
No, to be honest with you, not saying that it doesn't exist.
Oh, it exists.
Yeah.
I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing I was just lucky enough to not have to. Well, I can't say if the commander. I don't know. I can't say what her reasoning was. But like for the most part, I had a pretty good career.
Oh,
that's
good.
awesome.
Like I got promoted early, like every time.
Yeah.
I won awards, like so. Like I can't say that I experienced any sort of
that's good
discrimination.
And that's kind of strange to hear too, because maintenance. I mean, we already know what type of people. Yeah.
They put me up for, and it could have been because I was going to school all the time. Like I did a lot. Like so. Like
You were going above and beyond your
going
peers.
Above and beyond. So like I was getting I got airman at a quarter. I went up to the what is it? The airman? I don't know. Wing, like the wing level.
Yeah, wing level awards.
Yeah, went up
quarterly, like quarterly.
Yeah,
and then yearly.
Yep.
That's
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
that's great.
And then moving to Minot. Minot was middle of nowhere, and the town itself was pretty not as bad as it was when I was a young airman. There was even a bar called the Rocking Horse. No blacks were allowed in there.
Allowed?
Allowed. They would not serve them if they came in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't experience any of that in your career.
Yep, definitely not.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Sad.
not in the Air Force. Baseball, however, is definitely
really.
Yeah, like we would go play like University of Georgia and stuff. Like the types of stuff we would hear was just ridiculous. And I was like, "There's nothing you can do.
Right?
No.
Just gotta sit there and take it. You know, you can't like go fight someone. You know?
Well, yeah.
Not if you plan on having a scholarship.
Wow, true. Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you know.
Yeah. Your end of year assessment's gonna be like, well, sorry to break it to you. We told you this was a 4-year, but it's turned out to be a 6 month. And you think you know why. Yeah. Oh, dang it. All right. Well, this is good.
Heck
Do you have
yeah.
any other questions?
Oh, let's see here.
I didn't have them pulled up.
Okay, yeah, I actually do. So what was one thing within pickleball that you found that you picked up naturally? You know, it could be like dinking or serve or something that you excelled at initially that you, I guess, improved upon, but initially came naturally to you.
I think kind of like resetting. I felt like that was.
Oh, okay.
I felt like that kind of came a little natural to me. Dinking, not so much. Because I mean, like when I first started playing, like I was just trying to hit everything hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
As all three of us.
Yeah. I thought I was really doing something.
Yeah.
But, I would say that. Yeah, I think that's
the resetting.
Yeah.
That does not come.
Because your serve is really good too.
Now when I first started, it was pretty terrible.
Oh, interesting. That was probably my best. Was my serve.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just trying to hit it high and just get it over the.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
I think
What
my
about
serve.
you?
I think my serve was actually my strongest initial out of the gate.
Yeah. That's pretty strong still, though.
It is.
Yeah. You have a good serve. I always forget.
How?
Yeah, how good it is. I'm like, I got to stand
That
back.
serve is pretty difficult, and because we were on the same team, I haven't got to face you a lot. So like, when I have to face you and you do that serve, I'm like, damn it.
Oh, I know.
That's about the only thing I got really going for me. That's consistent, right?
That drive is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that hits the ball as hard as you do.
Really?
Well, have you played against Justin Bilodeau lately?
I take
Justin.
I take that back.
Brutal.
You two are like.
Oh my gosh,
God.
he's so funny. So I've been playing with him, but I haven't played against him in a long time. And then today, and I was like, it was like the first 2 shots, and I was like, you need to slow it down. I was like, absolutely not.
It's intimidating.
Yeah,
it
it's
really
so
is.
intimidating, and he's just so fast.
Yeah.
And he comes out of nowhere. I'm like, what are you flying across the court for? Stay on your side.
This cross court drive.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's not just fast; it's coming down.
Oh yeah. He's gotten so good so fast, and he just hits the ball so hard. That was like the consensus today. Was everybody was like, "You're hitting the ball so hard." It's like, man.
I think I think the thing that helped me the most, like I feel like my footwork is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm quick. Like
you are the fastest person on the court.
People don't think
You
that.
really are.
Yeah, you are really fast.
So I feel like that really helps me.
100%. Yeah, because someone might, cross dink it, not thinking that you can get there, but no.
And then you are
No
getting
issue.
to it.
They try to do that all the time.
Yep.
I've tried to do that to you. I will admit. I'm like, he's not getting that, and then whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, let me see if I got anything else. No.
This is a good conversation.
Heck yeah.
I love having,
hours,
I love having people on, because I just love like learning about people. It's so fun. Yeah. Thank you. And thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly appreciate it.
Yeah. The Alicia that we had on last week is I love her response when people thank her for her service. She says, thank you for your support. And I love that, because I think we've talked about how it can be like a little uncomfy, but thank you for your service, and thanks for being on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is great.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Sit down and chop it up with you guys.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. We're going to have to do it again.
Yeah. This is fun. Cool.
Yeah, I think there's a running list that I'm making of people to have back on.
Yeah. I feel
pretty
like
much
almost everybody that we've had on.
But this was really good.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
And
Episode 20.
thanks for joining on 20 episodes.
I know.
Yeah.
That's so great.
We'll have to have you on 30.
There you go. Cool. Okay, All right. Well, thanks. We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.